This episode of Comedy Bang Bang is brought to you by Squarespace. Turn your great idea into a reality with Squarespace. Squarespace makes it easier than ever to launch your passion project, whether you're showcasing your work or selling products of any kind. With beautiful templates and the ability to customize just about anything, you can easily make a beautiful website yourself. And if you do get stuck, Squarespace's 24/7 award-winning customer support is there to help. Head to squarespace.com/bangbang for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use the offer code BANGBANG to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Comedy bang bang, 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 comedy bang bang.
I'm just snorting coke off the big fake titties of life. Welcome to Comedy Bang Bang. Thank you to Whale Print Pants. I believe that's Whale Print Pants' first appearance on the Catchphrase Submissions, and while catchy, I don't believe I'm going to stick with it. So the search continues. Welcome to Comedy Bang Bang for another week, and what a week it is. A little later, we will have an emergency responder. That is exciting. And we also have a trainer coming up. So I'm always interested in health and fitness, so that will be exciting to talk to them. But first up on the show from the world of show business, we have one of our favorite guests from, he's been with us, a friend of the show for 9 years and counting. He's been on this program. I believe he came out to the early Indie 103.1 days and the old radio station for his first appearance. And
Did I? Yeah.
I believe.
I think so, yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll never know.
It's been a long time.
It has been
It's always
a long
been
time.
shady.
It has, yeah.
Yeah,
Always
yeah.
these weird pockets of. Remember the old place right next to the marijuana dispensary? That's, where we had a window, and the window overlooked a garbage. What do you call those? Dump thing?
A dumpster?
Dumpster. Yeah,
Yeah.
Garbage. I had garbage. I had dump.
Yeah.
Couldn't get the stir
Right.
in there. Stir it up, as Bob Marley once said. Do you agree with that?
I sure do. What, are you going to let it just sit there? You got to stir it up.
He was prescient. Do you say prescient or prescient?
I say prescient.
I say prescient too, but then someone said prescient and it made me feel stupid.
No. Well, I think it's probably prescient,
Prescient.
not prescient. But prescient isn't, whatever.
What was that movie, Precious?
Precious? I actually never saw Precious.
You didn't?
I never did.
And
No,
I'll introduce you in a second. I thought it was so great and so touching because I was watching this true life story of this troubled teen.
Yeah.
I had tears running down my face, and then I looked it up, and it was all fake. It was all just some writer wrote it.
Oh, because it says a true story or something like that?
I don't even think it says a true story, but I went into it thinking like I'm going to see this true story, and it was like, and then at the end, I was just like, boy, this writer, just heaped a bunch of troubles on this fake person.
Right.
I guess that's all movies.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
I felt conned. I felt swindled.
I don't feel that much about movies, but I do feel that about novels. Like in terms of, first of all, reading is hard for me because of my attention span. Like I'm not a good
Hey, over here.
book. I'm not a good book reader. I'm a much better magazine article reader as long as it's not too long.
Right.
Because
one of those Vanity Fair ones.
I kind of get to and I'm like, okay, I get it. I mean, unless there's, more, like who's gay or they haven't given you the full details
By the
of
way,
the murder
who do
yet.
we got this week?
Spencer Tracy.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
The guy
According to the Scotty Bowers movie.
Well, he had.
Do you know the Scotty Bowers movie?
I don't know the Scotty Bowers movie.
Oh, it's so. My wife went and saw it, and I will see it. It's a documentary about Scotty Bowers, who was a gas station attendant. He was in World War II.
Sounds like prime documentary material.
Came back to L.A. Was a cute gas station attendant. Walter Pigeon was the first one to say, "Hey, would you like to come up to my place?" And they went up to Walter Pigeon's place and had sex. And then Scotty Bowers became like the group sex gay party thrower of
Guru
Hollywood.
of Hollywood in the 50s?
Yeah, fucked everybody.
Wow.
And is naming names.
He's alive and he's currently
He's alive.
naming names.
He's currently naming names. He wrote a book, which is a fantastic read.
Okay.
Because for me, it's the best kind of book because you don't have open it anywhere and just start
and just
dig in. Dig in as long as the bowel movement takes.
Wasn't that his motto as well?
Yeah,
Just open it
right.
anywhere and dig in.
Open up and dig in.
Yeah.
But there's a documentary about him, and apparently the documentarian really researched all his
Really?
claims.
Okay, that's good. It's not just like
because
filming
he would
a
have
guy.
these crazy boasts like, Albert Kinsey heard about me and came to interview me, and I blew his mind because I did everything. And he was like, "There's no other person that does everything." And the documentarian goes to the Kinsey Institute in Bloomington, Indiana, and they're like, "Oh yes, we have records of." And then he did, in fact, seek out Scotty Bowers, and Alfred Kinsey's mind was blown. Yes, it's true.
They actually had that in his mind was blown.
Yes.
Well, God bless him. I think that anyway. I think we should all have sex with. We should attempt in our lives to have sex with every living being on the planet.
Oh, really?
What do you think?
Wow.
That's just some crazy theory I have, maybe, but I
that
think,
explains your studios, why they're all so seedy.
I think from the minute you're born, you should
Right.
just get on a checklist and try to roll through everyone.
Start fucking.
Andy Richter is here. Welcome to the show.
Start fucking. That's my memoir, Andy Richter. Start fucking.
And once you're passed on, it'll be Andy Richter stopped fucking.
That happened a while ago.
Yeah. Well, you welcome to the show. Speaking of fucking, you're on that Conan show.
I am.
Still. You just got back from Comic-Con a few weeks back, right?
Yes. We were at Comic-Con for our 4th year in a row.
Speaking of fucking.
Yeah. When I last year figured out, because I am a grumpy old man. I don't know if you can tell, but I am. I'm a grumpy old man. And Comic-Con is I feel like a grumpy old man at a sock hop when I'm there. I have
You
no
feel like
idea.
the chaperone who's parting couples from
the
touching
the chaperone that doesn't have children.
Right.
That's hanging out at the kid gym where they have birthday parties for 4-year-olds. And I'm just there hey, I'm a gymnastics enthusiast. But I don't know anything. As it goes on, we have writers who are genuinely into that culture.
Wait, writers who are into nerd culture?
Yeah, I know, it's hard to believe, right? And so we rely on them heavily. And they're not young either. They're they're regular adult people.
Right. You should hire some 15-year-olds the week you're there.
Listen,
just to write jokes about
no, not in actual years, but in emotional, mental years, we have plenty of them.
Right.
But I don't get any of it. And last year I started. I stay at a hotel out by the beach.
Right.
In La Jolla.
Brag.
And oh my goodness. Yeah, me and the Romneys, whenever I go somewhere and they say, "What hotel do you want to stay in?" I say,
"Put me wherever mid is.
Romney adjacent, please." But I stay out at the beach, and it is a palliative to go away from Comic-Con and just go out on the beach. And I had people come out this year and had a barbecue on the beach, which was really fun. So, yeah. So it's I have found a way to make it much better for me because in the previous years, we'd stay at a hotel in the midst of it. And and it really is kind of like a festival of entitlement too, so that I can't go to buy Preparation H hemorrhoid wipes at CVS without people thinking it's a meet and greet. Oh my God, can I get a? Yeah, okay, let me.
You can wipe off after you shake their hands. So.
No, they're too valuable for that.
So you don't know. You say you don't know anything that they're talking about. You don't know any pop culture stuff anymore.
I know who Superman is.
Okay, let's give you a test.
Okay,
this is what I'm trying to say. And at a certain point,
do you know this stuff, or you just?
We'll see because there's stuff I don't know because I'm too old for it. But we'll give you a little test, and we'll see what the cutoff is.
Right.
Okay. So number 1, cartoons.
Cartoons.
Do you know what these are?
I do. They are moving pictures with sound, But I mean, they're pictures like
You're
drawn
describing
pictures.
movies. Okay.
They're
okay,
drawn
good.
pictures,
They're drawn
like
pictures.
with a pen and ink or paintings.
Good. So you know what these are.
Like if you're familiar with, say, like Betty Boop, that's a cartoon.
Okay, so you know Betty Boop.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do.
Okay. Good.
And you know who is that brings up something.
Yeah.
You know, you'll see like a Betty Boop bumper sticker on a car.
Yeah. Who are these people who know
What
who
the
Betty
fuck?
Boop is anymore?
Who cares? Where do you see Betty Boop? And it's gross.
Yeah, you and I are roughly the same age, 28, 29.
Yeah.
And I mean, Betty Boop was like an old thing when I was young.
And they're gross.
Yeah.
Like, I remember being a child just being off-put by any kind of Betty Boop.
What was it
you know.
about Betty Boop that you didn't like?
I think, well, you know what? I think first of all, I think it, for women of a certain age, they identify with Betty Boop in some gross way.
Primal way.
Like, they want to have, like, a Mardi Gras parade-sized head. That is impossible to support with a human body.
I guess now that you're bringing it up, that is part and parcel of what Betty Boop's whole thing is.
Yes.
Is she has a giant head.
She has a head that is at least like if
the size of her torso.
A third, yeah, it's a third of her height is
Right.
skull.
Right.
and I think also too what Betty Boop represents is like a cartoon that you can fuck.
Right, yeah. It
Because it's like,
primarily
yeah,
was drawn for that purpose.
I mean, it's like, because aside from like Daisy Duck, what other cartoon are you going to want to fuck?
well, we'll get to them.
Okay.
But it would be interesting to see like Betty Boop's skeleton. You know, her remains.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
just that giant skull and
Oh,
the
yeah.
tiny spindly bones down below.
I can't remember his name, but there's a great, this artist, and I think
John?
he still does it. No.
Okay.
But there's this artist, and I bought one of them. He takes, he's a graphic artist in San Francisco, and he'll buy like a Poppin' Fresh doll, like an old Poppin' Fresh doll,
Right.
and he'll cut a quarter out of it or have it and then make it like a visible man, like put in
wow.
skeleton and guts made out of sculpting.
That's cool.
It's really
Who is
cool.
this? We got to figure it out. Listeners, send it to us.
I know. You know, yeah, just look up, you know, like
What are the keywords? We got invisible,
Poppin' Fresh skeleton.
pop and fresh or and fresh?
Poppin' Fresh.
Poppin'
Fresh.
Pop in.
Skeleton statue.
Google.
Yes. I'm telling you, Poppin' Fresh.
No, the bare
skeleton.
minimum.
Oh,
So the bear. So
what is this? The internet?
Doll bones. If you looked up doll bones, would it be the first thing that comes up?
No.
The bare minimum
No.
of letters.
that
in
would be
order to-
dollbones.com, which is like a porn
That's true.
thing.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I bet you it would be.
doll.
he
Doll
also
is
did it
probably-
with.
Yes.
I'm trying to think. I think he also did it with Big Boy, like Bob's Big Boy.
Oh, Bob's Big Boy.
Yeah.
Okay. So Bob's Big Boy Bone.
That's yeah.
Okay.
That sounds like one of those old paperbacks, one of those old dirty paperbacks. Bob's Big Boy Bone.
Let's continue our quiz here.
Yes.
All right. Bob's Big Boy.
I know Bob's Big Boy.
Oh, you just
and
mentioned
that is
that's
a
right.
comic. Yeah,
Okay.
that was not a good question considering that
Yeah,
I'd already
okay.
answered it.
Woody Woodpecker.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, will you do the noises of everyone? You didn't do Betty Boop.
No, I boop boop ba-doop.
There you go. There you go.
I can be fucked.
Okay.
That's one of her less popular lines.
Let's continue on, and I may be just trying to get you to do the voices. Shaggy from Scooby Doo. Do you know who that is?
Yes, I do. That would be
Prove it.
Oh, Shag.
He was not referring to himself.
Oh, Scooby. No, they were asking what kind of carpet he would like in the mystery
Oh,
machine.
wait. Was Austin
and he
Powers?
went, oh, Shag.
Was Austin Powers asking him what he fancied? A shag?
Right. Exactly. Oh, Shag.
All right, let's continue on.
Okay.
Okay. The Harlem Globetrotters. Do you know who they are?
Yeah, but to say a cartoon, yeah, they
Well,
was
they were
a cartoon.
yeah.
Sure.
You know,
yeah.
I believe Meadowlark turned into a anthropomorphic basketball or had spaghetti arms.
I don't
can't
remember
exactly.
honestly.
Okay. Continuing on.
And also name another. Okay. All right. I was going to say name another Harlem Globetrotter besides Meadowlark Lemon, and I thought
Curly
Neal.
Yeah, Curly Neal.
But name beyond that.
Well, they were the headliners.
Yeah.
You know, they were above the title.
There's probably a lot of really bitter globetrotters right now.
I know.
And they're not trotting anything.
Have you ever been to the Globetrotters?
I believe I was when I was an adolescent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get confetti in your hair
I don't think so.
from those buckets?
I don't think so.
They really,
I don't think
they really try to trick you, don't they?
Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't like it, to be honest.
It's being
I don't
pranked.
like being tricked. That's why Trump's president. Because the Globetrotters and their buckets of water that aren't water.
All right, continuing on.
Yes.
DuckTales.
DuckTales. I do know DuckTales.
You know, and what do you know about them?
DuckTales are a spin-off of Donald Duck and his nephews Huey, Dewey, and Louie going on adventures with and Scrooge McDuck is in it. Mm-hmm. And then there's some
Flapjack
Patrick
McQueen or
Warburton duck that flies a plane.
Right.
And it kind of brought in a Indiana Jones kind of thing.
Right. Okay. Well,
And
you know a lot about DuckTales.
I think they just started them up again, and I auditioned for a voice, and I didn't get it.
Oh, Ben Schwartz got it.
Did he?
Well, he got one of them.
Oh, okay.
All right. So you know DuckTales. What about Chuck E. Cheese?
Chuck E. Cheese is a pizza restaurant with animatronic animals.
You sound like you're drunk now. You just took a sip of what is in there?
That's
Chuck E.
just coffee
Cheese
and
is a
milk.
pizza restaurant.
Well, that's a
Grandpa.
voice I put on when I want you to believe that I know something.
Grandpa, we didn't ask you about Chuck E. Cheese.
It's a pizza restaurant.
We're trying to get you to sign your
Pizza's an Italian food.
your do not
It's a
resuscitate.
disc. It's a bread disc with
Okay,
tomato
Grandpa.
sauce
All right,
and
Grandpa.
cheese. And Chuck E. Cheese restaurants are very famous for drunken adults and almost coming to blows over skee ball machines. Every fucking time I've been to a Chuck E.
Really?
Cheese. Oh, yeah.
What-
They are.
over the right to play skee ball on them?
Yeah,
or-
yeah, like angry drunken parents because they have booze at them too.
Right.
And you take kids there and it's like it gets fucking weird and angry. Yeah.
Right, yeah. They need more places with booze and kids.
Yeah, they do.
You know what I mean? Just mingling.
You know what? People are. We and you've been to it. We have a New Year's Eve party every year.
Sure.
that we call New Year's evening because it starts about 6 o'clock.
Ends
And it's-
around 7.
Yeah, it ends around 10. Get the fuck out. And it's for people with kids. And I always kind of I grew up with parents having parties and at an early age being like, oh, that's what a drunk person is. And I don't necessarily think, and I mean, nobody was ever, well, I mean, I can't say nobody was ever, but it wasn't ever really sloppy, terrible drunk. But I do kind of feel like people are like, no, it's not a party with kids. It's kind of like,
No, I mean,
integrate your life.
yeah, exactly.
You know?
The kids are there. They're
Have a few cocktails.
witnessing what it's like to be an adult. They're maybe
Right.
saying I'm a little boy who wants to be a
Right.
big boy. I wanted someday, get
Yep.
that drunk. I mean,
Right.
we all saw
Let them
it.
find you in the alley getting high. Is that so bad?
Is that a song lyric? What'd you say?
Let them find you in the alley getting high.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Dylan.
That's right.
Let them find you in the alley getting it. Do you do a Bob Dylan impression? I've always wondered.
No, I do one of you doing Bob Dylan.
Oh, great.
So
Let's hear it.
it would sound exactly like what you just did. So there's really no need for it.
Okay, yeah, no, we'll just
Yeah.
move on. Okay, so I'm trying to find the cutoff for you here,
Right.
And we may be at the cutoff of what I know about.
I know.
I'm
See,
trying-
that's why I asked at the beginning of this endeavor.
Yeah.
How deep your knowledge was,
Let me-
because
okay.
I bet you
What
don't
about
know who
Princess
Starshine is or
Princess Mononoke.
Princess Mononoke. I actually just went to see.
You did.
Princess Mononoke because
How weird that I thought of that.
Because they
And
are
how weird that you did that.
well, no, they're. That Fathom event, that does the pay-per-view events in
Sure,
theaters.
the things that they hype a lot that no one goes to.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, one of the ones that I love is that in theaters you can go, and I think it's every Saturday morning, and watch a matinee of an opera at the Met.
Yeah.
There are certain theaters.
Well,
and
it's always hey, come on Sunday at a precise time
Yeah.
to see a live broadcast of a 4-hour Shakespeare thing. No.
Yeah, right.
I'll watch it at home. Maybe I'll
Right.
get to it at home at some point, but what? I'm going to go to a
Right.
theater to watch this?
Yeah, well, there's a certain danger of jerking off in a theater.
This is
sense of
unrelated to
danger.
what?
No. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I understand
Right.
the impetus. I went. They've been like I don't know if it's once a month, but they've been showing all the Studio Ghibli classics. And
Did you just have a stroke? What did you just say?
Studio Ghibli. That's the studio, the Miyazaki studio.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And Princess Mononoke was playing, and my son, who's 17, who speaks Japanese, has been taking Japanese since he was in 7th grade.
Mm-hmm.
My wife and daughter were out of town. I was like, hey, Princess Mononoke's playing. And they'll play the dub version, then the subtitle version, and then the dub version. They do 3. Mm-hmm. So the subtitle version, it's in Japanese. And I was like,
you have to see this 3 times in a row?
No. It's over the various nights. It's over 3 nights.
Okay.
And
3-night event.
Yes. And I said, let's go see the subtitled one. And he was like, okay, yeah, let's do that. But because he's 17, he's constantly breaking dates with me because
right, yes.
his
Something better will come
his
up,
friends
yeah.
will be like, let's go look at a shoe. And he's like, well, that's a lot better than doing something with Dad. Oh, you're going to shoe look? Okay. So right before, and he always is so sweetly tortured and conflicted.
Oh, yes. You've not sent me. That would be weird. But you've shown me some of his texts about being tortured, about breaking.
Like, I really should. I feel terrible. Like, don't feel terrible.
Just go do it, but go be with your friends.
So I did go to Princess Mononoke by myself.
Oh, Andy.
Whatever. It was fun. It was fun. It's a beautiful movie, and definitely worth seeing.
Okay.
In a theater. All of those studios
with several, just solo gentlemen.
With a bunch of fucking nerds. It was in Burbank, so I'm sure it was a lot of animation people.
Yeah, that's true.
Because there's a lot of animation people in Burbank. And it really did bug me because a lot of the motherfuckers laugh at points when it's that ongoing thing of like, what the fuck are you people laughing at? Like,
are they laughing to prove how smart they are?
No, they're laughing at like at a couple of heartbreaking moments. Like there's heartbreaking moments. They're like, what the fuck are you laughing at?
How odd.
Or really, or just like
because they're uncomfortable, or because they think it's funny.
I don't know. Like there's just like maybe it is maybe it is discomfort, maybe it is youthful ironic detachment.
Where I'm from, you go see a movie. When someone gets hit in the balls, you laugh, and that's it.
Right. The rest of the time, you sit there stone-faced.
Exactly.
You can't expel that emotion. You got to save it up for your mother's funeral, and then you let it all out.
Speaking of animation, let's continue our quiz.
Okay. I'm up for it. I wish I had a buzzer.
WALL-E.
I mean, yes, I know WALL-E.
Yeah, I couldn't quite tell what that buzzer sound was.
That was me buzzing in.
Oh, okay, okay, got it.
Yes, I know WALL-E. WALL-E. Oh, but not you talk about beautiful movies. That's a beautiful movie.
It's a beautiful movie.
Oh, such a heartbreaking, wonderful. Yet, your heart breaks, and then a flower grows out of it.
Then it heals.
Yeah, it cracks open, and then a flower grows out of it, and then a heart is the fruit of that flower, and it's disgusting.
And it's disgusting, and there's manure.
And nobody
the
picks
flower.
it, and then it gets dry in the sun, and then it stinks.
Your gardener has to come and just chop it down.
These fucking human hearts all over.
You wish you were one of those robots.
And WALL-E?
Sure.
No, I wish I was one of those immobile fat people.
Does sound fun, doesn't it? All right, let's see. What's after WALL-E? Let's see. Chicken Little?
Yeah, I know about Chicken Little.
The cartoon?
Yes.
Okay. God.
I do.
Well, we've covered the gamut of animation.
I guess I do know more about Comic-Con than I thought.
All right, well... Andy Richter is here. You can see him, as far as I'm concerned, nightly on Conan.
Yeah,
weeknights.
fortnightly.
Fortnightly.
We're not on Fridays.
Every fortnight?
Nightly fourth.
Wait, Fortnite.
Monday.
Do you know about Fortnite?
Fortnite. It's a game.
God, I can't stop
this guy. But I don't know what it is. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, I don't know what it is either. I know people play
it.
Yeah. It maybe you shoot something. You probably shoot something.
I bet it is a shooty thing because. And I know a lot of – the first time I heard of it was during the World Cup. Some of the soccer people were celebrating their goals by doing Fortnite poses.
Oh, cool.
Like they were mimicking characters in Fortnite. And someone mentioned that, and I went, that must be a video game.
So, I mean, first of all, very smart.
Yes.
That context clues led you to it being a video game.
Yes.
You were correct on that,
Yes.
as far as I'm concerned.
Yes.
And yet, neither of us know exactly what it is or know what a Fortnite pose is. There are probably listeners right now who are screaming at their phones or
But
their
listen,
iPods.
I'm 51 years old. It's all you need. All you need is to know things like that.
Right.
Fortnite is a video game.
It's a video game.
You can just move on.
They do poses.
Right, exactly. You can just move on to be like Pretty Little Liars was on something called, now I can't remember it.
TV.
What they changed? No, what they changed ABC Family
to
like Kaleidoscope or Shadowbox. Freeform. That's what it was. Yeah.
But don't you want to know one of these Fortnite poses so you can do it and have your son laugh and go, "Ha, Dad's pretty cool."
You know what? I think if you just honestly, there's probably lots of poses. So if you just did a pose and said it's Fortnite, most people would go like, "Oh wow, that old man knows about games."
Have you ever done one of those poses like one of the
dapping?
Have you ever done
dapping or dabbing?
Dabbing. Have you ever dabbed in front of your kids? And
I have not.
Because I think 99% of the time they would go, "Dad, cut it out."
Yeah. No, I have not. I have never. No. My children. No, they find me disgusting on a good day. So if I was to dab, that would probably be a justifiable homicide in teen court.
Well, disgusting on a good day. Andy Richter is here. Can you stick around for the entire program? We have other guests that we're about to get to.
Listen, I'll stay for the next one.
But then
when are you recording that one?
Right after the break.
Oh, okay. No, I mean the next show.
Oh, you're going to stay for the next show too?
Sure.
Great. Andy Richter will be our guest.
Things aren't good at home.
Okay, we need to take a break. When we return, we will have a trainer of some sort. That's exciting, right, Andy?
Yeah, when you introed that, I thought like, oh, fuck, I'm a trainer.
You thought I was introducing you?
Yeah, I thought like, oh, boy, now I'm going to have to know about fitness.
So you thought... Because I might have made a mistake,
right?
And
I
knowing
didn't
what your job
be rude
is,
and point it out.
You were going to have to suddenly come up with a lot of.
Yeah.
No. Our next guest will take care of this.
Now I'm going to have to know kinesiology.
I thought you were saying Knievel.
No, I wasn't.
No, you weren't. Remember him?
Evil
Knievel?
Evil Knievel.
The human fly.
Wait, the human fly? Oh, that was that. Isn't he like a French guy that climbed up buildings?
God, I can't stump you. All right. Well, we'll see. Maybe our next guest has something.
Or no, was he French?
I hope so.
I think the French guy was the tightrope walker dude.
Yeah, you're talking about Man on Wire,
right? And then didn't like Joseph Gordon-Levitt make a movie that no one saw about it?
Man on Wire.
Yeah. Okay. Did you see it?
Of course not.
Yeah, no.
What am I going to go to a theater? Like, if I'm not going to go see the opera on Sunday mornings, I'm not going to go watch a movie about a tightrope walker.
Right.
You know,
Did you see the Joseph Gordon-Levitt movie about bicycle messengers?
No.
Yeah, no. Why would anyone?
Although we had his publicist here for a while about talking about that, but no, of course not.
His publicist came on a show to talk about the movie.
Yeah, I'm like, get me Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Don't get me the publicist. But no, yeah, we got the.
Shit, really? You had a publicist on?
Yeah, you can hear it on a previous episode.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, it's very sad.
It's pretty soon they won't need stars. They'll just need publicists to talk about
this guy
stuff.
has come on several times. He was on in our South by Southwest episode this year, as a matter of fact, just talking about movies.
You've got to see Joseph Gordon-Levitt in the Bicycle Messenger movie.
That's pretty good. So you do know about him because you do an impression of him.
No, I just know those people.
All right. Look.
And when I say those people, I mean to be offensive.
Look, we need to take a break. When we come back, we're going to have a trainer and more Andy Richter, and a little later, an emergency responder. We'll be right back with more Comedy Bang Bang after this. Morpheus the Dream Lord. He visits us every night and plants ideas in our head, drops those seeds into our brains. And if you have a dream that you actually want to take out of the dream world and into this dimension, aka reality, well, there's no one better to help you with that than Squarespace, because Squarespace makes it easier than ever to launch your passion project. We all have them, passion projects. Maybe you're looking to start a new business. Maybe you have something that you just want to showcase on the internet, like you write or you took pictures of your art or whatever. Maybe you want to publish content. Look, we all want to publish content. That's a common goal. If you want to sell products, whatever it is, Squarespace is the tool for you. They have beautiful templates, and these things are created by world-class designers. Plus, you can customize just about anything with just a few clicks. Like click, click, click. Oh, customized. Click, click. Also customized. You can easily make beautiful websites yourself. You don't need some jerk coming in here saying like, oh, yeah, this is going to be a pretty difficult project. I'm going to need about 5 months to build your website. No, you don't need it. You can do it yourself. Squarespace's powerful e-commerce functionality, that's a tough word to say, functionality, and I barely made it through it. It lets you sell anything online, and their analytics help you grow your site in real time, and everything's optimized for mobile right out of the box. There's nothing to install, patch, upgrade, whatever, ever. Buying domains with them is simple. You get all the help you need with Squarespace's 24/7 award-winning customer support. Squarespace empowers millions of people, from designers to lawyers, artists to gamers. And I could not believe this the first time I read this. I was flabbergasted. I was knocked backward off my seat when I heard that Squarespace empowers restaurants and gyms. Oh, they let restaurants and gyms use their service. The lowliest of the low. The restaurants and gymnasiums. They help all these businesses turn great ideas into something real. Head over to squarespace.com/bangbang for a free trial, and when you are ready to launch, use the offer code BANGBANG to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That is squarespace.com/bangbang, offer code BANGBANG. Comedy Bang Bang, we're back here. Andy Richter is our guest from...
Still.
To the right of Conan. Conan's right-hand man.
That is, yeah, I guess.
Position of power. You ever think about that?
Right.
Like, what is it about the right hand? It's because most people are right hand.
No, I think it's because you're supposed to wipe your butt with your left hand.
Oh, got it. Yeah. You ever wipe Conan's butt?
Certainly not.
Wait,
no.
Here's a real question. Were he to become, and we all get there, so nothing wrong with this. Were he to become older and infirm out of the job?
No.
You would give up the job and all of your income?
I'd let him stew in his fucking filth.
All right, speaking of stewing in their fucking filth, this next guest probably does not do that. He is a trainer, and let me get the information about him. Oh, wait a minute. He's a returning guest. This is Dash Grabham.
Oh, Scott!
Dash Grabham, welcome back to the show.
Good. Just to clarify again, I'm not a physical trainer. I am a Pokemon trainer, trying to become a Pokemon master by catching all the Pokemon in the world.
Oh, I know what Pokemon are.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
You probably saw. Okay, so I also went to Comic-Con. I was very confused. Because picture this. You go to a place and there's just a bunch of people dressed up like animals from your world.
Right.
For no reason. That's what Comic-Con is like to me.
Slow down. You go to a place.
That's what I did.
I'm already very confused by this, but you go to a place and people are dressed up like animals from your world?
If you go to Comic-Con, I see a bunch of people like me. I go there, I see a bunch of people walking around dressed like the animals that live in the trees and the lakes and the fields around where I am from, which is the Kanto region.
Okay, I get that, the Kanto region, of course.
And
but
so it would be like...
What would our version of that be?
You walk into a place...
Okay, just any place.
Sure. Let's say it's a big room.
Okay.
And there's just people dressed up like dogs and birds.
But this sounds like Comic-Con to me.
People just dress up like dogs and birds?
Yeah, there's like furries and stuff there.
My
right?
question is, when you say they're dressed up for no reason, when you say like if you thought like, oh, that guy's dressed up for a reason, what would that reason be?
Bar mitzvah, or like maybe he has some sort of burlesque performance.
I see.
Or it could be any number of things. You know, in my line of work, when
you've mentioned two.
Yeah, well, those are the two main reasons to get gussied up.
Right.
One is the Jewish coming of age ceremony.
Sure, that happens around the age of 13, I believe.
That's right. And the other is, if
a burlesque performance,
about to do a sexy dance,
which happens at 18, hopefully.
Sometimes the two things happen at simultaneously.
If it's a good bar mitzvah.
Let me tell you, you get the Laker girls or whatever they're called.
Whatever they're
Parents
called.
are really rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't have a bar mitzvah.
You didn't have, are you of the Jewish faith?
No one from the Kanto region is of the Jewish
Okay.
faith. Almost no one.
Is that
Yeah.
why you didn't have a bar mitzvah?
I was
don't
going to
think you're
say
supposed-
grab 'em would have been shortened from like Grabomowski or Grabowitz.
Yeah.
Grabemowitz.
No. No, I didn't have one.
Dash, welcome to the show.
It's so good to be back.
Now, to refresh our memories, and Andy was not with us on this previous episode, you are a Pokemon trainer, which what exactly does that mean?
Okay, so there are monsters living in my world. I subjugate
The
them
Kanto
with
region.
the
Right.
Kanto region. I subjugate them with battle, and I capture them inside a small ball, where they now work for me and are my friend. It was pointed out to me the last time I was here that this is a morally dubious practice.
It's a little like you're enslaving these creatures.
Sure. As a result, Scott, I am pleased to inform you that, I have kind of updated my ways, and I'm trying not to do the same thing. So I actually did release all of the Pokemon that I have.
You've released all of you had hundreds, if not thousands.
That's very nice of you to say.
Is it incorrect?
I mean,
Or-
I don't remember. I'm very good at what I do.
Right.
But anyway, I let them all go, and I got some new ones, rather. And I
wait. You let everyone, you let them all go, but then you captured more.
Caught some more. Yes.
Okay.
But it's different now because now I only catch ones that I'm like 90% sure are criminals.
Oh, okay. So you're incarcerating these Pokemon.
I'm doing what I like to call street justice.
Okay.
Or forest justice.
Forest justice, lake
Yeah.
justice.
Do you have
depends on where
streets
I am.
there in the Kanto region?
Oh, sure. Yeah, we got.
You do?
Yeah.
Are they
Highway.
paved or are they just dirt roads?
We got both. If you're in like the Viridian Woods, that's gonna be a dirt road. If you're going to Saffron City, that's gonna be a paved street.
Oh, Saffron City sounds fragrant.
Oh, it's really nice.
Yeah.
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 Where,
a lot of
I
color-based towns where I'm from.
mean, why do we name anything anything?
I truly don't know. And if you ask about some of the creatures in my world, that question really comes right to the fore.
Right. What are some of the creatures in your world?
Well, let me tell you about the 3 Pokemon that I'm currently having.
So you currently in your
You're just down to 3.
I only have 3 because I only found 3 that I was like, I'm pretty sure you're a criminal. I feel good about keeping you locked up.
90% sure, you say.
90%.
Right.
So I got this one, and how do I describe it? It's kind of like a weasel that stands on its back legs and holds a bone for a club and wears another bone on its head. No joke, the bone on its head is its mother's skull.
What?
It's just a cataloged fact that every single animal of this species, the bone that it's wearing on its head is its mom's bone.
Right.
Because when you become a Pokemon trainer, you get something called a Pokedex. And basically, it's a digital encyclopedia that you get to carry around with you. And if you find a Pokemon, you hold it up in front of it, kind of like Siri, and you go, beep, beep, Siri, what's this? And it says, beep, beep, this Pokemon is called a Cubone, which this one is. And it tells you the skull on its head is its mother's skull.
So, do they reach a certain point when they wear their mother's skull, or like right out of the womb, they like
Collecting.
You want to
Yeah.
hear something else that's fucking wild, Andy Richter?
I guess I got time.
Every single animal in my world hatches from an egg.
Oh, wow.
All of them.
Even
Wow.
the mammals.
Especially the mammals.
Wow.
Do the eggs come out of cloacas, like out of the mother's cloaca?
I assume so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't, there are some pervy people who are like, I want to get in to figure out where these Pokemon eggs are coming from. That's not my jam.
They sound like
But you're a
doctors.
trainer. Wouldn't you want to have sort of a holistic knowledge?
I'm not a breeder. I'm a trainer.
All
There are
right.
people who are, but yeah, I guess you probably
By the way,
should
you're-
know, right?
when you say you're a trainer, you're capturing these people. Are you training them to do anything?
Oh,
not
for
people.
sure. Yeah, we got
not-
kind of.
they're not people. They're creatures.
Yes, thank you. They're pocket monsters, to be specific.
Right. Is that what Pokemon
is that
stands
what
for?
Pokemon means.
Pocket monsters?
They're monsters that you can fit in your pocket when you
Pocket
incarcerate
monster.
them against their will. in
That
a
sounds
small
like
ball.
a funny thing to call your penis.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you have a penis
Or a
stash?
vagina,
Sure
because the pocket part.
sure.
Oh, it's a pocket monster.
That's true. Yeah. You ever
Yeah.
see that movie about the vagina with teeth?
Is it called Vagina Dentata?
Yeah, I hope so. Wait, no, that's a Police album. So now you saw this. your thing, your Siri for Pokemons. What is it called again? Pokedex said that this has its mother's skull upon its head.
Cubone.
Cubone. That's right.
Okay. And you said, okay, I'm going to incarcerate this.
I said, this dude can't be walking around.
For the crime of matricide?
I assume so. I mean, you got to figure, if you see anyone wearing parts of their immediate family, get them off the street, Scott.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
So are you training him? Are you involved in active training? And what are you training? You're training him to fight, though, right?
Absolutely. Blood.
But don't you see that sort of
drag?
Don't you see you're working at cross purposes in that you're taking a obviously very sick, violent offender off the streets
and utilizing his skills, yes.
And utilizing his skills.
I mean, it would be
create more mayhem.
Much like if we incarcerated Charles Manson,
right.
for instance, the original Helter Skelter.
Sure.
And we suddenly started teaching him Taekwondo in order to overpower the guards.
Or say you capture Jeffrey Dahmer and you send him to a culinary institute to just cook humans.
Counterpoint.
Okay.
So I have multiple of these criminals.
Okay.
What good are they into society if they're just locked up? They have these skills. We should be using them to do the jobs no one else would do, like some sort of suicide squad. And that is what
you're suicide squatting these people?
What's that? Not people. They're pocket
these
monsters.
Creatures? Sorry, these pocket monsters?
Helps me sleep at night if we don't call them people.
We don't want to humanize them.
No.
By the way, did you see that new Jurassic Park movie?
Is it Jurassic Park 2?
No.
Is it Jurassic Park 3?
No.
It's Jurassic Park, the Jurassic game.
Oh, Jurassic Park Strikes Back.
I found it very odd in this movie that Chris Pratt and Ron Howard's daughter, they talk about these dinosaurs and they're on the dinosaur side and they want to free them and they're all like, they humanize all the dinosaurs except for the biggest, scariest one. They're like, that thing doesn't.
That's where we draw the line.
That's where we draw the line.
Well,
they keep dehumanizing it by calling it and a thing, whereas all the other dinosaurs are he or she.
I don't think I could watch that, legally speaking. What's the
why legally speaking?
What's the rating for that movie?
I believe it's PG-13.
Yeah, I'm 12 years old.
You're 12 years old? How did we not ask this last time you were on the show?
No, I think you did.
Oh, I did. Okay. So tell us about these other two creatures that you have.
One's a big old turtle with 2 guns on its back, Scott.
Oh, no.
It's big, like hippo-sized big.
Oh, dear.
And it's got 2 guns on its back.
What is this one called?
It's called Blastoise.
Blastoise?
Blastoise.
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 Are you sure it's not Blastois?
It sounds sounds Belgian.
He might be French or Belgian. It might be a Blastois. I've only seen it in the Pokedex. I think that guy calls it a Blastoise. But honestly, I don't know who recorded that. That guy could be wrong.
Right.
Let's call him a Blastois.
Are they all in the same ball or do they all get their own ball?
Oh, God, no.
I
don't know if you could do that. That's a very interesting idea. I have never tried to put 2 Pokemon in the same ball before.
I guess there was a good reason to get out of bed today.
You have multiple balls?
Fascinating. Oh, God, yes. So many. And different kinds, too.
I feel weird asking a 12-year-old that.
Yeah, let me talk to you about my balls, Scott Aukerman.
No.
Okay, Scott
But shouldn't you
Aukerman
only have
asked me
3? Do you have a bunch of empty balls?
Yeah, of multiple types. So let me put this to you.
Okay.
If I'm just catching a tiny thing, I'm going to use a Pokeball. Those ones are red, okay?
Okay.
You want to amp it up a little bit, something a little bit bigger.
Sure. Why would one want to amp it up?
Well, you can't catch a Blastoise in a Pokeball.
Okay.
He's going to burst right out of that sucker.
He's hippo-sized.
He's real
Got it.
big.
Okay.
It's less of a size thing and more of a strength thing, but yeah, it's a power
Sometimes
thing.
those go hand in hand.
For sure.
Yeah.
I have no doubt. Big things are strong. That's true.
And little things are usually weak.
And sometimes little things are weak.
But sometimes little things are wiry and they have a lot of muscle strength.
There are bees in my world that literally have drills for hands, Scott. They're not too big, but they're kind of big. And like I said, drills for hands.
Like electric drills?
I mean, they sure do spin like they are.
You know what?
You don't know what's
Honestly,
powering them.
I would be troubled by bees with hands for hands.
It's actually better that they look like drills.
Like any of these creatures with opposable thumbs.
Right,
it's
right.
trouble.
Would be
We got
strange,
one.
right.
Oh,
Really?
we got one. Yes, he's the one Pokemon that I think it's fair to say is 100% French, and his name is Mr. Mime.
Mr. Mime.
And he's an animal?
That's an excellent question because he sure does look like some kind of human.
Oh my God.
So you sometimes were enslaving humans previously.
I am proud proud to say, Scott Aukerman, that I have never and would never capture a Mr. Mime.
Oh, you never had a Mr. Mime?
No, thank you.
You've just seen them.
Oh God, yeah.
Have you done battle with them?
Yeah.
What is their main?
They suck.
What is their main strategy?
Giving up and running away.
Oh my God!
Declaring themselves neutral until Germany gets too close and then freaking out.
So now, what is
Building a Maginot Line that's imaginary.
what is your third Pokemon that you have?
It's a bomb.
It's a bomb.
It's just a bomb.
Just a bomb.
I don't know how else to say this, Scott.
Is it a
It's
sentient bomb?
Yup. It's got eyes and a mouth, and what does it do? It blows up. And the wild part, after it blows up, it's still around, and it can blow up again. And I feel 100% good about taking that off of the streets.
Yeah, I mean, a reusable bomb. Normally, a bomb splits into shrapnel, which embeds in human beings.
The way
but-
God intended, and then it's gone.
Right.
And you know Pokemon evolve, right?
Sure, of course I
like,
know that.
They change it. Everyone knows
But
that.
do they evolve just a given time, or is it something like if they get enough battle experience?
So glad you asked that. Now, there's multiple reasons that a Pokemon can evolve. One is battle experience. Some, though, no matter how much you battle them, will never evolve unless you basically straight up drug them with something
them?
that we call stones. So, for example, if you need to make a Pikachu evolve into a Raichu, you would need a Thunderstone. If you wanted to make an Eevee evolve into a Flareon, you would need a Firestone.
Oh, I passed one of those. That's no good.
I don't know why I am actually following this because it's such a lot of nonsense.
I imagine
but-
that you have me back because I talk about things that you're so interested in on a deep level and you just wanted to have more knowledge about.
Sure. Well, so you have 3 criminals, hardened criminals
Yeah.
off the street. Is anyone in your world upset at the fact that these are no longer able to exercise their free will?
Well, they're exercising my free will, so that's something, right?
I guess that's
They have will, it's just mine.
Those were words, but I don't know what they mean, but they sound good.
Sure, so like free will, they've all got them. They just have mine and they do what I want them to do. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
I
Does
guess.
that make sense?
I don't think so.
I guess they're like vessels that hold your will.
I mean, like, what's the thing that you would want to do? Like a free will thing.
Yeah, something like, say you had a Sunday off and you could do anything you wanted.
be left alone.
Great. So they do that all the time.
Ah, that'd be great. See, I would like to be sealed up in a little ball.
I mean, could you
can-
capture Andy here?
Absolutely.
What
I
is
can
the
make
process
that.
of actually capturing anything into one of your Pokeballs?
Okay, well, normally I would have to battle it until it gets too tired to resist, but it sounds like you're a willing
Oh
participant.
boy, come
in
on!
this.
You got
You
me.
were born too tired.
Oh, I give up. Enough.
So basically,
please.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw a Pokeball very fast at your head.
Okay.
It's gonna hit you.
Right.
Then, or just before it hits you, or after. Sometimes it happens both ways. It's gonna open up, and then a bunch of I don't understand the science between it. A bunch of energy is gonna fly out of it. It's gonna jump onto you, turn you into energy, and then you're all gonna get into that ball. And
Okay.
then you have the option at that point to kind of struggle and break out.
Or
Now-
you could submit.
Is there like a bathroom in the ball or TV?
There's probably no need for this because you're waste neutral, correct?
I have been in the ball once, as you recall. the
Yes, I
last
do
time
recall,
went
yes.
Here. And as far as I remember, all existence does seem to cease.
So it's almost like being in a coma, except I guess I would imagine when you're in a coma you shit and piss, right?
Oh yeah, sure.
I don't know.
Sure. Mario Lanza did.
So it's a lot like being in a coma, except you're in just a coma without any sort of existence at all.
Yeah, you're in a coma until I want you to do something, and then you're not out of a coma, and I need you to
Right.
follow my orders.
Okay, so Andy, does this sound good to you?
What?
If you're willing to go inside the Pokeball, we'll pay for it.
I guess.
Ultra Ball!
Whoa!
Andy, now he's in it.
Oh my God, Andy went inside the he
this
didn't
is what
struggle at all.
No,
He had
so-
an opportunity. I
Well,
saw that.
He's big and powerful, so as I was saying before, I used an Ultra Ball for this one. Which
Okay,
is a step
good.
up.
Yeah,
Now, if
he-
I had been really afraid he was going to break out, I would have used a Master Ball.
Okay, good. But he's in an Ultra Ball. He's good.
Yeah, I should probably let him out.
Well, that's okay. Why don't we take a break? We'll let him out on the other side of this. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have an emergency responder, and we'll maybe let Andy out of the Ultra Ball.
Maybe.
Dash Grabham is here. We'll be right back with more Comedy Bang Bang after this. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-da-dum, bum, bum. I love that song. What song is that? It's my favorite melody. I can't remember what song it is. Ba, 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 da, ba, ba. What are the lyrics? Here comes a pretty lady and a guy wearing a tie. Oh, wedding! Weddings! Yes, that's right. Wedding season is upon us. Is it not? Can any man or woman argue that wedding season is not upon us? Who would dare? Well, look, if you're going to a wedding and you're bringing a date, you don't want to look like some slob. It might be a slobs versus snob situation. You want to be on the right side of history on this thing. You want to be with the snobs. You want to look fresh. And this is where theblacktux.com comes in to help you. What theblacktux.com does is it helps you rent awesome suits and tuxedos in all styles completely online. With the Black Tux, you can take your style to the next level in funky. Cool options like the Emerald Shawl Tuxedo and blow it out for your big one-time event. This Emerald Shawl Tuxedo, by the way, I got to get a picture of this thing. I've been talking about it for I have something in my head that I'm like, it can't be that. So theblacktux.com, send it over to me. I want to see this thing. With free home try-on, you can feel the quality and see the fit months before your event. So here's how it goes. After ordering your suit, it arrives 14 days before your event. So you can try it on. If anything is less than perfect, you send it back. The Black Tux is going to send you a replacement right away. That's it. That's all it is. And then you wear it. Do I need to give you that instruction? You put it on. You turn heads and then you send it back 3 days later. It is that easy. Shipping is even free both ways. Although I bet they put the price of shipping in the extra. Anyway, the Black Tux, I've used it. Friends of mine have used it. They have sharp suits. Okay, it's not like going to, I don't know where you live, but I bet the tux selection wherever you live is probably pretty slim. And I'm not talking about the cut. But the Black Tux has everything you need, and they're very, very stylish. To get $20 off your purchase, visit theblacktux.com/bangbang. Okay, that is theblacktux.com/bangbang. $20 off your purchase. The Black Tux premium rental suits and tuxedos delivered. Fact or fiction? Most Americans don't have a will. Oh, I wish it was fiction. That is a stone-cold fact. Most Americans don't have wills. 20 years ago, that wasn't a shocking statement. I don't know if it is now, quite honestly. I said it like it was. But 20 years ago, people would die and they didn't have wills. And you would understand it a little more because to get a will, you had to have a trustworthy attorney. You had to pay them by the hour to draft it. It took up a bit of coin. By the end of the experience, you wouldn't have any money to give to anybody. Anyway, but these days, look, there's no excuse anymore. You should have a will. The worst thing is when you shuffle off this mortal coil, as they say. I believe that was the immortal bard once coined that phrase. And then you're leaving your loved ones to deal with your mess. There's no excuse for that. Now LegalZoom has made it easy to create your own will. You don't have to leave it to the lawyers. More than 1 million people, sounds like about what, 1.2 million, have used LegalZoom for their estate planning needs. And guess what? This is a perfect time to be talking about this because it is National Make a Will Month at LegalZoom.com and only at LegalZoom.com. Don't try to celebrate National Make a Will Month anywhere else. So it's your turn to take control of your family and your assets with an estate plan. It starts with a will or a living trust. And if you don't know which one is right for you, that's no problem because LegalZoom's network of independent attorneys will advise you on what is best for you and your family. Plus, LegalZoom is not a law firm, so you never pay hourly rates. Make things a lot easier on your family when you're gone. Check out LegalZoom's last will and living trust estate plans now during National Make-A-Will Month at LegalZoom.com. And for special savings, be sure to enter code BANGBANG in the referral box at checkout. That is code BANGBANG for special savings only at LegalZoom.com, where life meets legal. Comedy Bang Bang, we're back here with Dash Grab'em, and Andy Richter, our guest, is
yet.
trapped within...
Hold on, I got you. I choose you, Andy Richter!
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Are you going to
Welcome
put
back.
me in the ball?
Oh, you don't remember being in the ball?
I told you, man.
Wow. You were in the ball.
No.
Yeah. How do you feel now? Do you feel rested? Do you
I feel like we should probably break.
No, we took a break. We've
What?
Come back. Yeah, we've come back already.
You advertised things?
Yes, I did.
And I was...
And you missed it. You don't know what... Yeah, I mean, there's stamps.com.
There's
and
probably
Lisa
some kind of
mattresses.
fucking mattress.
This
Yeah.
is crazy,
Speaking of matricide, yes.
Well, every time a new Pokemon gets registered, it goes into every single person's Pokedex in the world because it's kind of like a Wikipedia-style updating database.
Sure.
There's now a Pokemon entry for an Andy Richter.
What?
Oh, my God.
Officially as a Pokemon.
You're officially a Pokemon.
With hands for hands.
hands for hands.
And feet for feet.
Oh!
Well, fascinating. So if you're willing to go back in at the end of the show, we can certainly allow that. But until then,
I still don't believe that you did put me in a ball.
we'll tell you what, next time we'll videotape it and show it to you.
Whatever.
Yes.
I mean, I don't believe it.
What's up,
I feel
Dash?
the same.
What's up, Dash?
Do I have to take Andy Richter with
You don't want to take Andy?
I just feel weird. He said he has kids, doesn't he?
He does, but I mean, they don't seem to like him all that much.
They're old enough. They gotten all they could out of me.
Okay, if you want to join my Suicide Squad.
Yeah, are you going to wrap some sort of explosive collar around Andy's neck and force him to go off and do missions?
Is that what they do in that movie?
Yeah, you haven't seen it, obviously.
No.
Now, does the bomb with eyes and a mouth? Since it has a mouth, I imagine it can kiss, right?
I mean, yeah. Why?
Okay. All right.
Put it inside that Pokeball.
Oh,
Is that a Pokeball or an Ultra Ball that the bomb is in?
the bomb's in an Ultra Ball.
Ultra Ball, got it. All right.
Have you ever seen it kiss?
I mean, no, but that doesn't mean it can't.
It has
Okay.
lips. It has actual lip because dogs can't kiss. All they can do is lick you.
Dogs can't kiss.
Such disappointment in that.
Sorry.
That sounds like there's a lot of experimentation in that statement.
By the way,
from
why
you,
would you have
Scott.
had a bar mitzvah if you're only 12?
I wouldn't. I'm not Jewish.
No, I'm just saying that you said you didn't have one. You've never had the opportunity to have one because you're not old enough.
Oh, I guess I haven't missed the window yet.
No, you
I
haven't.
could go to a rabbi and have him turn me away 3 times to convert to the Jewish faith, and then I could have a bar mitzvah. I could have a poke mitzvah.
Oh, that would be amazing. Well, we do need to get to our next guest before we get to that. She is an emergency responder. What an interesting job. Why don't we welcome Helga Johnsdottir?
Yes, Hekla. Thank
Sorry,
you.
Hekla.
Hekla, thank
Hekla.
you. It means crochet in Icelandic.
It means what now?
Crochet. Do you
crochet.
do you have yarn that you wish to make a picture out of?
I don't personally know.
But if you did, that would be my name, Hekla.
Wait, if I had yarn,
And you
that
wanted
would be
to
your
make
name.
a picture.
And I wanted to make a picture, that would be your name.
Or a scarf. You could make a scarf or a picture.
Crochet is what you're talking
Hekla,
about.
yeah.
Hekla. And that's what Hekla means in what language?
Icelandic.
Icelandic. You're from Iceland?
I am. I was born in Akureyri, and now I live outside of Reykjavik. It's a beautiful place, but it's fraught with peril.
It sounds, there's so many consonants coming at me
Are there?
with so few vowels.
Oh, is that because we are separate in the Arctic? We are separate from all the continents.
I mean, just Arctic. That's so many
Arctic.
of them right there.
We're not part of any continent except for maybe Europe.
I understand what you're saying.
We're
You're
part of the
thinking I'm saying
European
continents, not
continent.
consonant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. Welcome to the show. This is
Thank you,
Andy.
Scott.
This is Dash Grab'em.
Hello, Ellie. Hello, tiny boy. Hello.
Hello, Hekla.
I'm small.
Do you
are
know
you?
Bjork?
Oh, I love Björk. Everyone in Iceland loves Björk.
Does everybody know her?
I did meet her once. She came into a gas station that I was working in, and she took all of the tiny donuts. The donuts.
Wow. Yeah, sure. I know
It's
'em.
the opposite of Ariana Grande.
She, I don't know who that is. Is she a big person?
No, she's pretty
I
tiny.
would
She's
catch
Bjork
her
size.
in an Ultra Ball.
You want Ariana Grande? What crime has she committed?
I don't know, but she's grande. I gotta use an Ultra Ball.
That's true.
Is this one of those Taco Bell menu items? That's what I've come to the U.S. for the first time, and there's so many interesting named items here.
Yes.
But yeah, I came on a mission, and I am here to discourage reckless tourism in my country.
Reckless tourism? Is that what you
Reckless
said?
tourism in my country.
What does that mean, reckless tourism?
Well, Americans, forgive me for being so direct and very rude, but Americans are a bit dummies. They're dummies.
Oh,
And
God, it's so true.
they come to Iceland to see our beautiful landscape and to hike in the mountains and to do a log of Eiger trek and to go to hot springs and to go to Jökulsárlón glacier.
I knew the
lagoon.
first three things that you said, and then I don't know what Jargafsarkid tricks are.
Jökulsárlón is a big glacier we have in the south
okay,
of the
got it,
country,
got
and
it.
the Americans come, but everyone wants to take. Everyone do it for the gram. Do it
Oh,
for
the Instagram,
gram.
yeah, for the picture of the beautiful landscapes.
Yes, and then often these dummy tourists they plummet to their death.
Oh, okay. That's happening a lot in Iceland right now? I guess
at
people
record-breaking numbers.
record-breaking number of people plummeting to their deaths.
To their deaths, just doing basic activities that we have done since we were very young children.
I see,
like
so-
you, small boy.
Like plummeting to your not death.
Yes, like we can go on a hike or go look at a glacier or go, walk up a mountain and not fall to our death because we are trained in things like balance.
In not falling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
When you say trained in balance, meaning just like remaining tethered to the earth via gravity?
yes, yeah, we do utilize gravity in
That's
our.
a big part of the balance thing.
As young children in Iceland, we are taught a life skills class. We're taught about an elf from outer space who comes to, this is very real, an elf from outer space has landed in Iceland and doesn't know how to survive. So we are taught to teach him the effects of gravity, money management skills, how not to get in fights, not to drinking too much, and contraceptives.
And this is all very
This
real.
is very real. We are all taught from the age of 9 years old.
How to teach this to an elf?
If an elf comes to your country and doesn't know how, so then we extrapolate that and we teach it to tourists.
Money management.
Yes.
Yes.
How not to get in fights.
How not to get in
Alcohol
fights.
consumption and contraceptives.
Is the elf a male or female elf?
It could be either. We've had very stupid women come as well. So
Right.
I see.
it's a metaphor for dumb tourists like
I see.
yourselves.
I
would
see.
be, maybe
Got it.
yourselves would be
I
these
see, I see.
dumb people.
Got
I
it.
don't
So
know.
a lot of deaths in
Many
your country.
deaths,
Just
yeah.
many deaths. And you respond to them? You are
Yes,
a,
I am from Icelandic Search and Rescue.
I see.
ICE SAR. Or if in our language it's Silsafafarnil Landsbjörg.
Oh my god! Wow, that is incredible. But what did you say before? Ice?
ICE
rewind on
SAR.
her?
No, I didn't accidentally press rewind. No, that was purely going forward.
What is rewind again? What is rewind?
You have no need for rewind in Iceland?
No, in Iceland we only look forward. We only look toward the future.
Do you have fast forward?
We go very fast
Okay,
at
so
all times. So we'd have no regular speed.
what did you call it? Ice far?
ICE SAR, Icelandic Search and Rescue.
Ice sir.
ICE SAR.
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 Do you have ISIS there?
Iceland is Iceland.
Right.
Is that what you mean?
Is
Ice.
Ice baby? Do you have ice baby?
We don't have many children, and we have to name them according to the naming committee. to
Right.
know
Oh, okay. So-
about this. If you have a baby in Iceland, like my name is Hekla for crochet, because that's what my mother did when I was born.
Hello. My name's Dash Grab'em.
Hello.
Are we saying our names?
I guess so. Andy, do you want to go ahead?
Hi, I'm Andy Richter.
Oh,
And you're here to it's on an information campaign. Is
yes,
that
to spread the news that don't come to Iceland if you are
if you haven't
stupid.
mastered gravity, or
Yeah.
if you're stupid?
If you are bad at being in the world, because you will plummet to your death.
Can I ask you a question?
Anything.
Seeing as you're in search and rescue, wouldn't teaching tourists to not fall to their deaths be bad for business?
We do not get paid. We are all volunteers.
No one gets paid
The entire Icelandic search and rescue team are volunteer citizens. I was a dentist, but search and rescue has taken over full time because so many dummies are dying. No.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were saying something. You said no.
No, I got a little scared. I'm sorry.
Sometimes I don't know whether you're making a guttural sound, as in clearing your throat to start a sentence, or whether you're ending a sentence. That was one that I thought you were ending or starting.
I'm very on edge because I'm constantly worried about people
About us falling
plummeting
to our
their death at all times.
There's no sort of hole or cliff or
But
anything
your
like
chair
that.
is much higher than our chairs.
Well,
and it is
yes, I'm a
causing
little
me-
bit taller
Your-
than
Can
you.
you lower your chair?
I guess I
Can
could
you
do it.
lower your
I'm going to be below
chair?
the mic then.
Can you just sink down a bit, Scott?
Okay,
It's
yeah,
making me nervous.
Okay, now I'm down here, but
Pull the mic towards yourself.
No, don't do that. The mic seems too scary. It's pointy and it seems
yeah,
dangerous.
I'll try to tilt it down.
Okay.
This is sort of the Liam Gallagher style of singing here.
That
Wait, you were going to say something,
I
Dash?
have a question because you
Anything.
said someone came into the gas station where you worked, but you also said you're a dentist. So is those two different jobs,
When I
or
was-
are you a dentist that works inside of a gas station?
I mean,
Great question. Thank
Sure. Let's say the latter. It was a gas station when I was a teenager, but yes, I have still maintained my job in a gas station.
Is that like one of those Taco Bell, Pizza Hut combo, places?
Man, this
or-
country has great stuff in it. I will say.
Which one? Ours or yours?
Well, this
Well,
one's
he's
not
from the
mine.
Kanto
I'm
region.
from the Kanto region.
Where is that again? Is that which continent is that on? Mm-hmm. Huh? Mm-hmm. Yep. is European or is it is?
It's not in Europe.
No, is it Asia?
It's in the Kanto region.
So now,
Okay.
which country are you talking about that has a wonderful
The
stuff?
USA. You were saying it's got like the Taco Bell that's also something else?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool to me.
Oh, I have not seen one of those, but it sounds delightful. Is there anything hot or scary or dangerous in there?
Well, yeah,
Sure.
they have deep fryers.
Yeah.
How many accidents have been?
Frequently, there's a Kentucky Fried Chicken, so they will call them Ken Taco Huts because it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, a Taco Bell, and a Pizza Hut.
I got
Yeah.
a Kentucky.
We have
with that one.
huts as well. They're mountain huts. Last year, 3 tourists died inside of it after trying to do a promposal video. Where they tried to do a promposal.
What
but
is a promposal? Because
have a
I
prom?
propose you go to prom with me?
Yes, I ask you to go to prom. It's a promposal. They tried to viral video it. It's
Right.
a trend from America, I'm told.
Okay.
And these 3 teenagers huddled in the hut to do the promposal, to wait for the woman who was going to come up, for the man to ask. She did not go up the hike because she was smart. And those 3 men stayed there with no food or water, and they plummeted to their death.
Wait. Let me try to figure out what happened.
It makes
They were
sense. They were
waiting-
in a hut and they were waiting, and then they
They're waiting
plummeted
for-
to their death.
It's a
Any
dangerous
woman?
country.
Right.
They were waiting
They
for the
probably
woman.
went out looking for food and just fell.
I can't begin to speculate, but those are the huts we have. Is your Pizza Hut similar to this?
I don't think people are starving to their death in our Pizza Huts. I think
Not
they're
at
quite the
all.
opposite. They're in
Not
fact
at all. No.
widening so big that you may need an Ultra Ball.
I see. So this place is safer.
There are no restaurants where I'm from.
I have a question.
There are no restaurants,
Not that I've found.
but there's food.
I mean, I've never seen any.
Do you not
don't
eat?
I mean, sometimes I feed the Pokemon, but now that I think about it, where I'm from, I have never personally. I've eaten potions. No, I haven't. I've given it to them. I've never eaten
You've
anything.
never eaten. Why have you been
Wow.
inside these Taco Bell Pizza Huts?
Oh
then?
well, here it's. I mean,
It's different here.
Yeah.
So what
Okay.
are the tips you have for not plummeting to one's death?
Stay here.
Stay in America.
Don't come.
So you just don't want anyone. You don't want
Please,
tourism.
please stay here. We have too many.
You have too many people in Iceland.
Our country, our population is maybe 200,000, and our tourism is maybe 2 million every year.
Right.
People are pooping on the side of the road. There's viral videos, you can look them up, of strangers just pooping because there's not enough restrooms.
So there's
hold on,
corpses
hold on.
everywhere.
Look
Yeah,
it up,
Andy's
Andy
looking up these
Richter.
videos.
This is real.
So
Viral
you're not going to
pooping
be able to
video
do this inside the Ultra Ball.
wait,
Andy.
hold on.
on
doing
the
what?
ring road.
So people are pooping. You've never pooped?
I don't know. If
You
there's
can
any-
come to
I
Iceland
don't know if
then.
there's any bathrooms where I'm
You
from.
seem
so-
very safe. You don't eat food and you don't shit, so you can come.
I mean,
Where do you get your energy?
I just kind of have it. I feel like I go into a town, there's a place to make the Pokemon come back to life, there's a place to store the Pokemon. Sometimes there's like a business to investigate, but there's no bathrooms.
And there's no restaurants.
There might
are there,
be a
are there
couple,
taverns?
There's a couple Italian restaurants now that I think about it. They're run by a boss named Giovanni, and he's a bad guy. But you can't eat at any of them.
Right, you can just visit with him.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you don't poop.
And you would never, for instance, try to take a big gulp in your mouth mouth out of a 300-foot waterfall. Would you ever do that?
That happens a lot in
Go
Iceland.
open my mouth out of a 300-foot waterfall.
Like, open your mouth like you are a tiny baby bird to get a drink from a waterfall and then get smashed to death by the difficult waterfall.
Just like, is the waterfall off for a second and then you get under it?
No, these people tip their heads up like baby chickens looking to the sky, and they position themselves and move into the waterfall.
Very powerful moving
Very
waterfall.
powerful because they think the sides of it will be less powerful.
Do they test it out with their hands first?
Some
or?
do, some are dumb. And the ones that are dumb then get smashed in the face and body.
Smashed in the face with powerful falling water.
falling water.
Andy is watching something that is delighting him right now.
Yeah, well, is
No,
this
I'm reading something.
Is it
This
about the pooping tourist?
She's not kidding.
what is it exactly?
This is from Guide to Iceland.
IS.
That
is
that's
our
right.
.is.
And this is like what bothers Icelanders against about tourism.
Right.
Number 5.
Number 5
travelers
with a bullet.
defecating anywhere and everywhere.
Yes, it's a
And
problem.
apparently, people are just pooping everywhere. And it says in bold type, bring plastic bags with you
Plastic
and pick
bags?
up your poo.
Yes, I understand that in Los Angeles you guys can do it for your fucking dogs everywhere you go. You all have so many
That's
goddamn
what it says.
dogs.
that is a good point.
Yeah.
Yesterday I was in a Trader Joe's and there were more dogs than black people in there. And I said, this is a problem.
You would prefer there to be more black people than dogs?
Yes,
or
yes, they need
As
healthy
a ratio
food.
of the population, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I would want.
Wait, this is wild to me, though, because you're telling me that Americans are going there and pooping on the side of the road? Because it seems to me that Americans, from what I've gathered, love bathrooms and love,
Yes.
like, very specifically, like, what bathrooms they can and cannot go
Yes,
into.
very clean ones. I mean, isn't it incumbent upon your country to build more bathrooms if people are just pooping everywhere?
Well, you see, what's interesting is that every single year, the entire interior of our country, I'm talking 85% of our landmass, freezes over into a deathscape of ice and snow. People still live there. We have to plow and thaw that every year. We also have to maintain all of our conservation efforts. We have to ship in all of our food and any type of produce. We are fully self-sustained, and every child from the age of 9 years old is able to save someone, a drowning victim. So we kind of have a fucking lot on our plate right now, Scott, and we have enough of a handful just dealing with our own way of life. There's also fucking wolves in here. I understand you all don't have wolves anymore. You chase them all out, so only
yeah.
Canada has wolves. So if you had wolves,
Coyotes.
if you guys had wolves, maybe you wouldn't have so many opinions about bathrooms.
I beg your pardon. I mean, we do have more black people than wolves, so that
That's a start.
so that's a start right there, right?
Are they in the Trader Joe's, or are there wolves in the Trader Joe's?
There's no wolves in Trader
There are
Joe's.
definitely more black people than wolves in Trader Joe's.
Okay, well that's progress.
Well, look, we need to do our final feature here on the show, and it's one of our favorite ones. Andy, you're going to love this one.
I love it. I don't know what it is yet, but I love it.
And this is going to be the last thing that you remember upon this earth. This is a little something called plugs.
You wanna find out what I'm doing next, so you bring me the plug.
I cannot believe with all the content you receive, you'd still want me.
Beautiful. Oh, melodic. That was Plug Job by Filthy Pilgrims.
There's some good harmonies in there.
They're
Scott.
really,
really
you
nice.
like harmonies?
Sure.
Wow. All right. Well, what are we plugging, guys? Andy, of course, we have the Conan show.
The Conan
4 nights a
show,
week. Now,
yes.
I saw you on Twitter. You were trying to throw your hat in the proverbial ring to become the new Jeopardy host.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah. Now, why do you want to do this?
It's easy. It's fun.
What's fun about it?
I like game shows.
Yeah, you were on Jeopardy a couple of times.
I've been on Jeopardy a couple times.
And you thought the person who reads the things, that would be fun to do.
Sure.
What happened to the last person from Jeopardy?
No, it's Alex Trebek.
He believes he
okay?
may step down in a year and a half or so.
Yeah. And by step down, I mean plunge to his death.
Oh, that's what I was
yeah.
worried about.
Right.
Anything else you want to plug?
Oh, what else am I doing? Well, I'm the voice of Globby on Big Hero 6 on the Disney Channel.
So you do know about Big Hero 6. Let's hear Globby's voice.
You've been hearing it the entire time.
Okay, this is it. Yeah.
It's not a real stretch.
So when you say you want jobs that are easy,
Oh, yeah. Come on. I mean, like yours.
fair point.
Yeah, come on.
Anything else?
Vote.
Vote.
Yeah. Vote Democratic.
Sure.
Please.
Sure. There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
On a serious note.
On a serious note, okay, Hecla,
Yes.
you're sort of anti-plugging.
Yes,
meaning
please
you're not plugging Iceland.
Don't come. Go anywhere else, please. I hear France is the tits. Please go there.
And people can shit if they
It's
want
le
there.
tits.
It's le tits. They can what?
They can shit if they want.
I
there,
hear
right?
France has an open defecation policy, so enjoy that. And then a safe activity you can do while you stay your asses at home is you can listen to podcasts. There's a great podcast on Stitcher Premium called The Super Group.
Super group.
The Super Group, yes. And it's music and comedy and people forming a new band every episode to write a song, and then they talk about it in a funny way, but the songs are not funny, they are just good.
And they have a week to write and record a new song every single week.
Yes,
and
in
they
a
do it.
professional recording studio like the one we're sitting in right now.
Right. Well, I don't know if this is a professional one.
Well,
but
it serves its
Ish.
purpose.
Yeah,
because
somebody's making money.
you know, there wasn't
not a
enough.
dumpster right outside
Yeah,
the window,
that's
so
true.
it's a step up.
It's not like there was a budget for Abbey Road or anything, so we take what we can get.
Sure. Dash, what do you have to plug?
Well, if you're not in France, maybe you're in Scotland, because I recently heard that in Scotland there's a show called Voldemort and the Teenage Hogwarts Musical Parody going on in the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, and you could probably go watch it if you happen to be there through the end of August. It's playing there.
Oh my goodness, that sounds fun.
It's pretty fun if you like Harry Potter stuff, which I do because I am 12.
Yeah.
And
The Boy Who Lived. The Boy Who Lived,
no
I said?
spoilers, I haven't finished it yet.
Okay, it's
I don't know if he lives or not.
No, it's pretty much page one. It's
Well, yeah, at that point, he's the boy who is alive. But what about at the end if he doesn't live anymore, Scott? And if-
okay.
Well,
Sorry.
I got news for you. Everybody dies.
Is that true?
yeah, even Harry Potter will die eventually.
I don't seem to get older as long as I get alive.
Oh, that's
I don't
true.
know if I will.
I guess
I don't know
I
if
seem
you
to be
will.
perpetually 12.
Yeah, and yet you haven't finished Harry Potter in all the time you've been 12.
I've been so busy
Yeah, that's true.
finding places to sleep. And if you do want more podcasts, maybe check out Off Book, the improvised musical.
Yes, Off Book. That's a show where people improvise a musical right in the spot. This is unlike a supergroup where they have a week to do this thing.
Yeah, they write it out good.
But
and this one
you
is the
guys
one
are-
where they make it up not good.
But you guys do it 7 times as fast, so some could argue that you're more talented.
Always forward, always going fast.
Look, I want to plug, hey, if you're a fan of Freedom, the show that Paul F. Tompkins and Lauren Lapkus and I do, we have new t-shirts in the store. Sucking on Chili Dogs shirts. You can go to podswag.com/freedom to get those. And that's all the plugs. Let's close up the old plug bag.
Oh, what a bag. It's time to open it. It's time to open the bag. 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 Open the bag. Open the bag.
Andy, you look confused.
I'm also
Yeah, it's
confused.
weird because that was a terrible theme for closing.
I know. I don't know how it happens to us every year. Somehow we sit down to record the closing of the plug bag theme and we only sing about opening it.
Yeah,
I
weird.
don't know. Yeah, weird. What were you going to say, Dash?
That was my question as well.
You'd think one of your listeners would make a closing bag.
You would
song.
think, but no one's ever attempted it before. Well,
Could you
guys,
also
yes.
make a closing for Iceland's borders.
Just
make a song about
close up Iceland's.
close,
Yeah,
don't come here.
if anyone has a theme to close Iceland's
Close
borders,
Right.
borders.
it's like a
Now that is a catchy thing to say. Close
closing
the borders.
Build
Yeah.
that wall. All right, guys, that's going to do it for us. Andy, thank you so much. Always great to see you.
Good to see you, Scott. Thank you.
And of course, Hecla,
Yes.
good luck in your quest to close all your borders.
Thank you.
And,
Don't come here.
and Dash Grab'em, you're always an interesting fellow. I hope you get your mojo back, as Austin Powers once said.
Thanks, Scott. I'm gonna take Andy Richter on adventures around the world.
Yeah, okay,
What?
let's open up your Ultra Ball.
No,
let's
you're
get
not
him in
going
there.
to do it.
Wow. Okay. We'll see you next time. We'll never see Andy again. Thanks. Bye.
Hey, this is Arnie from the comedy podcast Hello from the Magic Tavern, a chat show I host from the magical land of Foon with my co-hosts
Usador, the Blue Wizard.
And Chunt, the shapeshifter.
Most weeks we interview adventurers,
Wedding planners.
Ambulatory trees.
but this week we have a special episode.
I am so excited to learn about the Earth lore contained in Pride and Prejudice.
We're going to do a book club of Pride and Prejudice.
And you said this is a well-loved book on Earth, right?
Yeah, it's one of those books that people love or were forced to read, or more likely it's one of those I'm going to get to it's.
And some of our most beloved guests are returning to read the book with us and enjoy some drinks and food over book club.
We have Flower, we have Crom the Barbarian.
And Germ.
You know who they are.
Maybe you don't give a crap about what an academic thinks about Jane Austen, but don't you want to know what a wizard and a badger think about it?
Not enough spells.
Not enough grubs.
Not enough sword fights.
Whether you love Pride and Prejudice or have no interest in reading it and just want to listen to a book club go really off the rails, you'll enjoy this week's Hello from the Magic Tavern.
We shall defeat this book.